Black roots. Yeah, man, upon the background. Abyssinia. Time to jump on the dashboard. Time to talk Ghana. It is the Ghana month. Why is it Ghana month? It's because some Dr. Kwame Nkrumah decided to jump on a bandwagon, a liberation bandwagon at the time, decided to speed up, overtake people who wanted to play gimmicks with the agenda. He overtook them. Overtaking is allowed in life, but carefully you don't crash. But he overtook them with the independence now mantra, and eventually gave Ghana the independence we are looking for. The independence we have now is the reason we have today we have this month as Ghana month. So if you don't know why every March you see media houses say Ghana month, Ghana month, Ghana month, is because of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and the struggles of our forefathers. It is only a duty, a responsibility to remind us of where we came from. That's why there's only when we will appreciate where we are. We can only appreciate where we are if we know where we came from. If you don't know where you come from, it is difficult for you to appreciate where you are. So history is important. Never joke with it. Don't live in the past. No, man. No, don't live in the past. Capitalize on the past. Shoot yourself into the future with some momentum gained from the past. That was what makes history important. 3 after 10. Time to jump on the dashboard. The history of Ghana's independence in the perspective. But before I tell about the history of Ghana, let me tell about Grilles. Grilles Restaurant. Listen, man, the best in town. You look beyond Grilles Restaurant, you will struggle to have a place like Grilles Restaurant. Look no further if you're looking for quality food, healthy food. Grilles Restaurant sells from fried rice to aponche, jollof rice. They have beef sauce, they have chicken sauce, they have potatoes and yam chips. They serve all seafood pizzas and pizzas of all toppings. As little as 35 Ghana cedis, you get something delicious from Grilles to eat. So you can walk in there, your budget, no man, don't worry at all. Walk in there and tell them Haruna asked you to come. You'll be treated like a king, you'll be treated like a queen at Grilles. Find Grilles at a disco down behind the event factory. Find them at Beachwood before the Goya filling station. Find them at Fijai just before or just between the Holy Child Hospital and the Greater Heights Hospital. The latest addition to the Grilles family is the Grilles Pizza Factory. Grilles Pizza Factory, located at the Fiokuma Afra, new site, next to the Assemblies of God Church. Find Grilles down there and be served the best of pastries, the best of pizza. Grilles Pizza Factory. Call Ahmed on 0246 593510 or 053 7106422. Grilles, Adriani Papa Fee. Big up Ahmed, a very good brethren. And big up everybody at Grilles right about now in tune to Empire 102.7, your respect large. I will be telling you about Yesu Asori. Yesu Asori is an event, it's a program under the auspices of Empire 102.7. Yes, it's a EIB program. It is actually under the auspices of Radio 360, which is a sibling of the Empire. This is an EIB network program, and I'll be telling you about it. Yes, sir. I'll be telling you about it. The people them love it here in the Western region. It's a show people. It's a program people can afford to. Participate in. I'll tell you about it here. But before I do, let me take you on my dashboard. Like I told you, I'll be telling you a little bit. Whet your appetite. Prepare you for Wednesday. My programs manager contacted me this morning. I'm talking about Joseph Kumi, Mr. Joseph Kumi, call him Joe Kumi. The other name I can't mention it. Alejandro. Is it Alejandro or Alejandro? Which one is Alejandro? Oh my God. Very smooth operator. The man a Pro Max, man. Very smooth operator. Joe, come up on your radio. No, man. Now he contacted me and was like, I want you to do the morning show this Wednesday. I said, oh, come to the office. Come. So I came to meet him. We had a brief meeting, a short meeting today. And I'm supposed to be doing the morning show this Wednesday, the set-off match. Because I have a program myself at night at Akoma Carriers, I am billed to talk about Ghana's history. Ghana's independence history at the Akoma Carriers with the Tough Gun Band. So yes, I have a gig at night and I can go do it and come back on radio. So yes, it was, it was cool for me. I was like, yo, man, no, man, I love it. But don't worry, I had already posted the flyer. I'll be talking about Ghana, the independence of Ghana today. But I will tell you a little bit, whet your appetite and prepare you for Wednesday, so I tell you into details how we got here. It is no joke. If Ghana is a republic today, if Ghana is no longer Gold Coast but Ghana today, we need to give some respect, some 24 gunshot salute to some people, championed by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah or Sajifo. Now, the year 1957 marked a bright moment in African history as Ghana gained independence, not only aspiring its own people, but also casting a hopeful light across the entire continent. Ghana is a beacon of hope. If you're a Ghanaian, be proud. Regardless of the mess created by our politicians today, if you are a Ghanaian, be proud. This is the gateway to Mother Africa. Be proud you are a Ghanaian. Listen, man. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said the piece. And you can be proud to say you are a Ghanaian. Beat up your chest and say you are a Ghanaian. Be proud to be Ghanaian. Listen, man. When Ghana became an independent state or an independent nation in 1957, it only did not inspire the people of Ghana, but it inspired or gave hope to a lot of African countries. A lot, all the African countries in the African continent. Breaking free from colonial rule was a significant achievement for Ghana and a turning point for the broader African struggle for self-rule. Many of the countries, African countries, were doubting, can we do it? Is it possible? These people are powerful. Can we do it? Lumumba was killed when he tried. Lumumba was killed and dissolved in acid when he tried. Nelson Mandela was taken into custody, locked up in prison for over 2 decades, running into 30 years in prison. Just because he wanted to liberate his people, it's not an easy thing to do. So when Ghana did it, others tried. Some did not survive it, like Patrice Lumumba did not survive it. Nelson Mandela survived it, but no, man, he did not survive it in peace. He survived it behind bars. He came out and became the president and took the seat of presidency in South Africa. Today, if we are joking with the liberation, the political liberation our forefathers fought for us, I cry. Today, we have our leaders taking us back into the hands of our former colonial masters on a silver platter. Today, they are taking us back into their hands, because they just can't hold on the pressure and sustain the pressure, make sure they build up self-sustenance. No. A little pressure them run to IMF. Little did they know. They have no idea running to IMF means some economical shackle, economical chains. A little pressure, man, they're running for aid. Little did they know. They don't know, they have no idea. Anytime they run for aid, they bind us some way, somehow. That is why today our president is under pressure not to assent to the LGBT bill passed by the Parliament of Ghana. Today he's under pressure. Today he's under pressure. America and all of those people are putting pressure upon him not to sign the bill, not to sign it into law. Because we run to them for aid, we run to them for help each and every time. The very freedom our forefathers fought, died to gain for us. Today we are taking ourselves back to them. Kind courtesy are misleaders. Now Ghana's colonial past, much like that of other African nations, was defined by exploitation, oppression, and loss of self-rule. Even before former colonial masters, even before formal colonization, the area known as Ghana had attracted European interest for centuries, with the Portuguese, the Dutch, the British, and others making their presence felt from the 15th century onward. During the colonial era or period, named the Gold Coast and later Ghana, the region boasted abundant natural resources like gold, ivory, and cocoa, making it a coveted target for various colonial powers. The British, in particular, established dominance through a combination of treaties and military conquest. Under the British colonial rule, Ghana became a part of the vast British Empire, leading to the exploitation of its resources and labor for the benefit of the colonial power. I'm talking about the British. While this brought considerable wealth to the British, it came at a significant cost to the people of Ghana. Their freedom and prosperity were compromised, with local traditions and governance structures frequently suppressed or dismantled in favor of the British colonial administration. The imposition of foreign systems and authority disrupted the socio-cultural fabric of Ghana, profoundly altering the lives and aspirations of its inhabitants. The people of Gold Coast then, they could not be themselves. They were forced to live by a certain culture. They were actually influenced by a certain culture to do away with theirs. And that's why we are where we are today. When they say corporate dressing, they mean suit and tie. If you go and wear kaba, slit, if you go and wear African attire, African wear, they will tell you that's not formal enough. They've made us believe formal dressing means dress in an European style, dress in a British way style and fashion. If you dress in a fugu, they will tell you, no, you are not formal, that's not formal. Have you ever gone for an interview with a fugu and won and then, got picked up, got shortlisted? People go for job interviews and they are forced to lock up their neck, tie up in this heat. In this country, heat. They tie up, lock up their neck, tie the neck with a rope called tie, just in the name of appearing formal. Wear your GTP, they will tell you that's informal. Wear your fugu, they will tell you that's informal. Wear your kente, they will tell you that's informal. These are the influences of these people on us that has affected our social cultural fabric. Till date, we are struggling to liberate ourselves from that direction. I am talking about Ghana's independence struggle. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was at the forefront. Militant by all standards, he was cool but deadly, calm but deadly. He was very calm but deadly. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, a visionary and charismatic leader, played a pivotal role in the struggle for Ghana's independence. Nkrumah was a Ghanaian nationalist who had studied in the United States and the United Kingdom, where he was exposed to the ideas of self-determination, equality, and non-colonialism. He returned to Ghana in the 1940s, and quickly became involved in the bargaining independence movement. Today, people go to study, and either they come back brainwashed, or they don't even want to come back at all. But he studied both in the UK and then in the US. But he came back to liberate his people with the studies, with what he acquired from there. Today, how many of us go down there to study to come to liberate our people? It's either we refuse to come back home, or we come back home with a programmed mindset. They program us to come back home and mash up our very own people, do their bargaining for them, do their bidding for them. So most of our politicians who studied up there, when they come here, they do the bidding for them. Check them out. Those who studied in Babylon, when they take office, they do the bidding of our former colonial masters for them. Kwame Nkrumah did not walk that light. When he came back from Babylon, he had gone to study in the UK, he had gone to study in the US, but when he came back, he said, no man, my experiences and the knowledge I gathered there, I am going to use it to liberate my people, set my people free. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the Osajifo. He was instrumental in uniting various factions and groups that were advocating for independence at the time. He founded the CPP, the Convention People's Party, in 1949, which became the leading force in the struggle for the independence. The CPP's motto, self-governance, now echoed the sentiments of many Ghanaians who were tired of British colonial rule at the time. Nkrumah's impassionate speeches and charismatic leadership inspired widespread support for the independence movement. He decided to use a non-violent protest and civil disobedience to gain this or to achieve this particular dream. Nkrumah and the CPP led Ghana's independence movement with a focus on non-violent protest and civil disobedience, setting a significant example not just for Ghana, but as a blueprint for other African nations aspiring for independence. Until date, Ghanaians are living with that inspiration. We are very peaceful. We would rather do a peaceful demonstration, do a peaceful march or protest, non-violent. Ghanaians are not violent people like that. No, man. No, man. So when I hear police shooting into crowd or protesting crowd and wounding and killing people, I get angry, because naturally Ghanaians are not like that. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah taught us to do it the peaceful way, the non-violent way. So when I hear, yo, man, people have been shot by the police because they couldn't control the crowd, I go like, yo, man, what I mean, man? Dr. Kwame Nkrumah instilled the spirit in Ghanaians. Till date, Ghanaians are peaceful people. We are non-violent. Even when we are protesting, we do it the peaceful way. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, a visionary and charismatic leader, choosing non-violence was a deliberate strategy aimed at garnering international sympathy and exposing the harsh realities of colonial rule. The Ashanti and Fanti uprising in 1948 stands out as an early instance of non-violence resistance. In response to the colonial government's imposition of a curfew and other restrictive measures, Ghanaians organized the protests, strikes, and boycotts. Despite a forceful reaction from the authorities that resulted in the loss of lives, the event garnered international attention and condemnation, weakening British legitimacy in Ghana. In the year 1950, the 1950 witnessed the launch of the renowned Positive Action Campaign by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and the CPP. This campaign utilized non-violent protest, strikes, and civil disobedience to demand self-government now. Despite the arrest of Nkrumah and other leaders, the movement continued to gain momentum. The commitment of the Ghanaian people to peaceful means showcased their determination to achieve their goals without resorting to any violence. I will tell you more this Wednesday. I will tell you more with sound bites, interviews. I will play voices, back it up with voices. It will be thick, it will be deep this Wednesday when I come on radio for the morning show. Until Wednesday, I draw the curtains down on today's edition of the Dashboard, live on Empire 102.7. This is your Reggae Empire.